Well, they're known for providing medical support to all corners of the country, and now the Royal Flying Doctor Service is also hitting the ground with an initiative for Victorians in palliative care. Memory Lane transports patients and their families to a treasured spot for a special visit, and Stephanie Anderson was lucky enough to join John on his journey back home.
Up a country road just outside Coragulac is a special destination that feels like a step back in time. John RALTON is the VIP on this journey.
There we are.
Travelling more than 2 hours from Camberwell to Coragulac House, the sprawling property where he spent his childhood.
And you could hide in there.
Oh, I don't think we ever did.
Didn't you?
John's little sister ALLIE is steering this tour. It was her idea to bring him back to see the halls and rooms full of their family's history.
Asked him where he'd like to go and he thought for ages and ages, and then we were having a bit of a chat. And I said, what about Coragulac? And he said, yes, that's what he'd like.
But getting John here is no easy feat for his loved ones. The 84-year-old is living with multiple medical conditions, so leaving his aged care facility is incredibly difficult. That's where the Royal Flying Doctor Service and its Memory Lane initiative steps in.
The intention is simply to enable people in palliative or end-of-life care an opportunity to revisit a place of significance. And those are often really simple places to return home like this.
Today, John is doing that with his grandsons and daughters in tow, 3 of them making the trip all the way from Texas.
It's just great to be able to do something significant and make memories with him.
And while parts of this homestead aren't quite as he remembers,
It looks cleaner, less dusty.
Current owners SHARYN and Gary GIBSON have spent close to a decade restoring it and are only too happy to have some visitors.
This place brings you in. I've travelled away for days and you have to come back. It's the house.
The RALTONs were the 4th owners of this property, and when John's father went away during World War II, he stayed here with his mum.
And you had a trike in here as well, John, that used to ride around the beer table as your mum was sewing.
Yes, I'd be interested in seeing that if we can.
Well, luckily, it was captured on film. Here he is on his first birthday, riding that trike on the front veranda, the same spot where he sits, 83 years on.
Sort of exciting.
It's exciting.
It was good as a birthday.
In their first 12 months on the road, the Memory Lane team has made close to 20 journeys like John's a reality, travelling to all corners of the state. And another really special part of this concept is that staff volunteer their time, ensuring the experience is free for the families who take part.
I still speak about the one that I did a year ago, so it's definitely something we share with colleagues and friends and family back home.
And for this family, these are moments that'll be treasured for years to come. Proof there's nothing quite like a trip down memory lane.
Very, very special. To be able to do this for him, this is the most animated I've seen him, really, in the last year. It's just a very special time to see him here and enjoying it.
Stephanie Anderson, 9 News.